So, a beautiful women trust no one. That we're on part 3 of this series. Beautiful women trust no one. So, let's talk about sexual blackmail, doxing, and false narratives. Now, I was thinking about this when I was in the shower, and I thought, oh my God, that's another thing that beautiful women have to look out for. Why did I not remember that? Sexual blackmail. When you're a beautiful woman, people are attracted to your beauty, right? But sometimes people don't see you as a person. Like, they don't see you as someone who has feelings. They don't see you as someone who has emotion. They just see you as a prop, right? And what a lot of men will do, because they're actually secretly, they lust after your beauty, but they're also jealous of it at the same time. So there's something that men like to do that I like to call sexual blackmail, where they will either try to sleep with you and have intercourse with you while there's a hidden camera in their room, so that they can blackmail you with that video and say, hey, I got you on tape, so do this, do that, go left, go right, right? Or they will blackmail you where they will tell you, send me something sexy. That's why I always tell women, do not send any man any video of your body, any pictures of your body. Do not send a man nude photos of you. Do not go on FaceTime and undress yourself for that man. Do not do it. Because if you're a beautiful woman, they want to feel superior to you. So what they're going to do is they're going to blackmail you. So they're going to screenshot those things and then threaten you with those screenshots. Or when you get big one day, they will try to use those photos against you to see in what way they can intimidate you. Okay, it's called sexual blackmail. This reminds me of Shanika Adams. Shout out to her. She had a situation like that where she sent a man pictures and he waited until she was 23 and became a big video vixen. He waited, and then he put those photos out when she became a big name, and she sued him, thank goodness, but he waited. So beautiful women, you cannot trust men in particular, because they will try to do sexual blackmail on you, or get revenge, or taunt you, really just taunt you, because they have intimate videos and intimate, videos of you in or audio. Some of them, they're having sexual relations with you and they got you on audio. Like, they got a speaker in their room hearing you talk and hearing you moan and all that stuff. And they want to use that material against you. It's called sexual blackmail. Okay, they do this to beautiful women all the time. Sometimes you think you and that man are just having fun, and he has you on tape. Okay, and he's going to use that as an opportunity to break you down, they do this stuff to women, beautiful women, all the time, because they want to feel like they have power over you in some way. And sometimes what happens is they'll dox you. That's something that women like to do. Women do the doxing, where they will create a fake page to spread lies about you, to create rumors about you. They will create a page where they can gather a community of other women who are jealous of you and just create a whole forum spreading lies about you. Women are bullies. Majority of women, they're bullies. They are bullies, and they never want to admit that. Women like to attack other women in groups because they're cowards. They can't take you on their own, so they have to recruit 10, 15, 25, 35 other women to dox you and to create a fake page making fun about you, making fun about your outfit or your weight or your body parts or your car, or they get off on that. They dox you. And it's really to see if they can break your spirits down. They try to team up to dox you. That's why I love the legal system. I tell people all the time, keep posting videos, keep recreating what I recreate, keep going on my site and taking my material and replicating it. I have a paper trail on you, and when I send you that documentation, you're going to have to run to the toilet and sit down and let it spill out like you got diarrhea, because I'm not going to move backwards on my decision when I realize that someone thinks it's a game. So when a woman or a group of women are bullying you or in the workplace inflicting pain on you, document everything and go after them legally. And don't warn them that you're going to go after them legally. Just make it seem like it's all cool, but you're lawyered up and you're making calls behind the scene because they think it's a game. So you have to literally, because the thing is with a lot of women is they think they can get away with things. They think all women are the same. We press charges over here, and we file reports, and we go to the law, and we get lawyered up, and we take you down. We're not going to ignore what you're doing. So they dox you. You know, they create a fake page. You know, that's why I tell beautiful women, like, stop sharing stuff with other women about your personal endeavors, or be like, oh, hey, girl, you know, I'm messing with this married man and his name is Patrick and he's been buying me new things. And little do you know, she's recording you saying that. And she's going to wait for the perfect time to upload that conversation onto the internet and say she messes with married men, she's underqualified, she's a low quality woman, and she's going to create a whole forum to dox you. And for me, you know, as a beautiful woman myself, I know women very well, and I know men very well, and I don't play around with either of them, either gender, because I know what they will do, and I know they will stop at nothing to get a beautiful woman in an uncompromising situation. Back to the sexual blackmail. Be careful when you have women in your house, like when you're getting dressed in the same bathroom as them and you're naked, and the woman is like snapping pictures. She's snapping pictures of you that she is going to eventually use against you at the right time. I had a massage artist one time come to my house. I was running. This was a time where I was running like 10 miles a day for 7 days straight. 10 miles a day. And I was like, oh my God, I need someone to rub on my back. I'm so tired. So I did a massage service, a mobile massage service. Dumb, right? I don't know what I was thinking. This woman came to my house and she was like snapping photos of my like naked body on the chair. Like she was snapping pictures and she was making it seem like she was taking pictures of her board, meaning like all the stuff that she uses for massages, but she was taking pictures of my body. And when I was laying there, Holy Spirit told me, she's recording you and she's taking pictures of you. He told me that. So I got off my table. I said, can you please delete the pictures, please? And she's like, huh? I said, can you please delete the photos? Please. I'm asking you nicely. Do not act stupid. Do not play stupid. Women always act like they don't know what's going on after they do something out of line. Huh? Please delete the pictures. Oh, well, I was going to use it for content. I said, but you should have asked me that. You didn't ask me that, though. You can't take a picture of someone's naked body without their permission and then say that you were going to use it for content. That is my body. You can sell those pictures on the internet. You can save it and then post it online and say, look at what she's like. Like, you cannot do that. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she deleted it. And then after she deleted it, I said, you know what? It's okay. And she's like, huh? I said, you can leave. It's all right. She's like, huh? I'm like, the massage is over. I'm turned off. That was weird. And I really want you to leave. Okay. And I made sure that she deleted it. And then I made her go to her delete album and delete it on there as well. And I escorted her out of my home. It's sexual blackmail. And they do that to Black women, white women, Latin women, any beautiful woman really, because they want to have leverage to use against you. And some people will even pay someone for your sex tape. They will pay them thousands of dollars to get footage of you in an uncompromising situation, in a compromising position, a vulnerable state, they will pay thousands of dollars to get that video to hold it above your head or to publicly humiliate you. Just like when allegedly Kenya posted pictures on a billboard of Britt Eady having a you-know-what in her mouth at her salon opening. And she claims that that's not what happened. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Kenya claims that's not what happened, but I know women, and I know a lot of them like to lie. They lie when they get caught. They lie when they know they're legally about to get sued. They lie because they thought they were going to get away with it, correct? They thought they were going to get away with it. So if you didn't really do that, I don't see any reason why Bravo would fire you. So if you didn't do it, why are you fired? If you didn't do it. So we're going to find out the real story, but I see no reason why a franchise like Bravo would let one of their top reality stars go if you were innocent. Okay? So sexual blackmail is something that beautiful women have to keep in mind. Do not trust men. I don't care how in love you guys think that you are. Do not send him pictures. I had one lady that used to do my hair. She used to send her baby father photos of her kitty cat, and they broke up and it didn't work out and it was a nasty breakup. And one day she woke up and he posted her kitty cat all over Instagram, and he put her kitty cat as his profile picture. So sexual blackmail is something that is used against women, beautiful women, a lot. When you're going to a man's house and you're going to have some adult fun, you got to be really, you always have to think this far. When it comes to people, you have to think this far because you don't know, and make sure when you're going to get into a vulnerable, compromising, situations with a man that there's no phones around. Make sure his phone is not around, because you can be doing the you-know-what on him and you're like, what do they call that? 69ing, and you don't know what's going on behind you, and he's snapping photos of your whole body back there because you're on the other side of him with your head down. You don't see. So you got to be very careful as a beautiful woman when it comes to things like that. I recommend, if you're going to go into those kind of things with a dude, I recommend going to a hotel and letting him know, hey, let's book this hotel or let's book that hotel, and meeting him there until you get to know him to see if he's actually a quality person before you start doing the nasty with him in the privacy of his own home. And this applies really to beautiful women, because beautiful women, people are always plotting something. So you have to be very, 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 very cautious about when it comes to sexual blackmail. It's a real thing. Doxing, we already know, if a woman is that girl, there's going to be a group of women who are going to get together and try to bully her online and create a forum all talking bad about her, saying she's this, saying she's that, saying she's this. I had a woman the other day tag me and see in what way they can make you feel less than or dox you. Women do this stuff all the time, so you got to get used to that. Especially when you're ascending. And then you got to pay attention to false narratives. So when it comes to a beautiful woman, people are always trying to see how they can make you undesirable. Ooh, that's a good point. Let's get into that. People want to make you feel undesirable when you are a beautiful woman, right? So let's say they know a man has interest in you, right? They'll do something like, they will say something along the lines of, oh, well, she is slutty. Or they'll say she, does drugs. Or they'll say she's untrustworthy, she's robbed several people. They will kind of they will pull it out from thin air, Men and women both do this. And they will try to create a false narrative to make you appear undesirable, okay? And you can see this when it happened with Jada Cheeves. Remember, she had to sue, I think allegedly, let me say allegedly because I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what happened. Remember when she had to sue a pharmacy for putting it out there that she had an STD that she really did not have? So I guess someone in there probably printed a label with her name on it for a specific med that was a med for an STD, and they blasted it all over Instagram, and really just, again, to make her undesirable or make her seem like, oh, she has something, so you guys don't want to get around her. A hater, right? So beautiful women will be susceptible to sexual blackmail and people trying to distort you and make you seem like you're an undesirable person, right? To make sure that you are unattractive to potential suitors. That's why I always tell beautiful women, you should not, under any circumstances, be sharing your romantic endeavors with any woman or any man. You should keep it to yourself. That actually reminds me of another thing that Shanika Adams shared at one point, where she was speaking about how she invited a friend of hers onto a plane ride with her boyfriend at the time. I don't know, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think this is how I remember the story. She shared this story a long time ago. And the friend didn't go on the plane. No, I think the friend did go on the private plane ride that her boyfriend had planned. And she said, oh, let me just bring a friend along with me. Because sometimes, you're enjoying luxury, you're enjoying wealth, you're enjoying, being treated. And you're like, oh, this is my girl. Let me bring my girl. You know what I mean? So this woman leaves this interaction with them, and she goes and she sends an email to the person Shanika was with or is still with, I don't know, and just airing out her dirty laundry to this successful man, again, to make her seem undesirable, like, oh, she's not worth it, like, this is her, like, these are her photos, this is what happened to her, this was the scandal, to make you appear undesirable to that man, okay? And to make you seem like something's wrong with you or you're not worthy. They do this to beautiful women all the time, which is why I always say, if I'm with my man and I'm having a good time, I don't bring women around my dating life. Like my romantic life, my dating life, my love life, I don't bring women around that. Like, you will never be included in that. The only time you should ever include any woman in your romantic affairs is on your wedding day. And she can be in the crowd with everybody else, but bringing her around your man and going out and having dinner with your man and you're including her because you feel bad. No, baby. We don't get down like that. When it comes to your romantic affairs, that should be the most top secret thing, especially if you're a beautiful woman, because of the way people will try to sexually blackmail you, dox you, or create false narratives about you to make you feel or seem undesirable. I was having this conversation on one of my girl chats this week with a wonderful girl chat that I had. All my girl chats this week were really good, but she's a wonderful woman. And she was telling me how, I guess she's getting with this guy, or she's trying to, and her friend has always been so weird about it. And the guy was acting weird and distant at one point. And I'm like, you never want to keep women in the middle, or men, when it comes to your romantic affairs as a beautiful woman, because they're going to try to dox you. They're going to try to sexually blackmail you, or they're going to do something to make you appear undesirable, which is why it's really none of their business. If you're dating a guy, it's really none of your friend's business. She should only know about him, or he. Even family will do this to you. Family, you will bring your potential partner to, a Christmas party, and your family will use that scenario to tell him the most embarrassing things about you, like things that they know is inappropriate. They will bring it up. They will bring that negative thing up. Or they'll say something like, oh my God, you're like boyfriend number 10, right? Ooh, she always has bad luck with boyfriends. So I hope this will stick. Like, they will do things like that intentionally to make you appear undesirable. Okay, sometimes your own child who's jealous of you will do that to you. I had a family member of mine, her son was calling her desperate in front of her boyfriend. He's like, "Oh, you're so desperate. You can never keep a man. You're so desperate." And he said that in front of her boyfriend. So beautiful women have to be very careful about sexual blackmail, doxing, false narratives, and people trying to make you seem like you're undesirable.